Carlos, con el doble ya pensó. Eso. Bien.
Canelo Alvarez has now begun his sparring sessions. And the big surprise is who joined him in the ring. It was Jaron Ennis. Yes. The very same boxer that many people believe Terence Crawford has been staying away from.
Bien. Dándole la cintura. No, de la control. Eso, bien hecho. Bonita pinta otra vez ahí. No se la cambia.
Canelo's training camp for Terence Crawford has officially begun, and it is already turning heads. By bringing in Jaron Ennis as a sparring partner, it shows Canelo is doing more than staying ready. He is preparing for a very specific style. Fast, sharp, and explosive, just like Crawford. The message from Canelo is clear. He is coming fully prepared. It did not take long for Canelo to remind everyone what makes him different. His raw, damaging power. In a recent sparring session, he landed brutal body shots that could be heard across the gym. This is the type of pressure Crawford has never dealt with before. High-level timing mixed with fight-ending power to the body. Canelo is not just testing his skills. He is sending a warning. When asked about Crawford in the past, Canelo usually stays calm, but his words still reveal a lot. When questioned about what makes Crawford dangerous and how he plans to win, Canelo made it clear where his attention is focused. No trash talk. No distractions. Just business. Canelo understands that beating Crawford does more than quiet the critics. It adds weight to his legacy. And the way he is training shows he is treating this as the most important fight of his career. Canelo is not only fine-tuning his timing. He is pushing his power under real pressure. During sparring, he held his position and traded punches. Getting ready for the kind of intense exchanges Crawford could bring when the fight turns serious. This is dangerous but rewarding preparation. No easy work. Canelo is conditioning his body for battle, not just practice rounds. With every exchange, he is locking in his timing for a fighter who can change pace during a fight. Jaron Ennis has been deep in camp with Canelo, and now he is sharing his thoughts. When asked about a matchup with Terence, Crawford Ennis spoke honestly. He pointed out one challenge Crawford has never truly faced. Canelo's power against much bigger fighters.
What challenges does Terence Crawford present to you, and how do you beat him?
Oh, I'm focused 100% on me. So, first is first.
Do you think he'll add to your legacy, the fight with Crawford?
Yeah, he's a really good fighter. 2 times undisputed champion. He accomplished so much. So, can add a lot to my career.
So, Ennis highlights something important. Crawford may be one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world, but he has never been in the ring with someone who can break down naturally bigger opponents. That is why Boots believes Crawford will be forced to do something he has never had to do before if this fight happens.
Oh. Get to work, baby.
Ennis is not questioning Crawford's talent, but he is questioning the leap. There is no tune-up and no adjustment fight. It is straight into danger against a man who knocks out light heavyweights. It is a risky choice, and Boots believes it could come at a high price. While Boots feels Crawford may need a warm-up to settle into the added weight, Canelo is already performing like he is deep into the season. No break and no slow build-up. Just pure power on full display. In his most recent workout, Canelo landed a punch so sharp it looked like it was meant to finish a fight.
I think you gotta lean more towards Canelo because, like I said before, he been putting big guys out and down. And Canelo not even really a 68 pounder. He probably really should be at 60 maybe. And he been hurting these guys. I think he be dropping these guys and things like that. So, and them guys be way bigger than him come fight night. I know that for sure. They be probably close to 200 pounds, and he dropping those guys like that. So, I don't know. It's gonna be a great fight. The fans want to see it. So
that is not light movement or shadow work. It is a clear statement. Canelo is throwing with knockout purpose. If Crawford plans to stand in front of him, he must be ready for that level of power from the opening round. And Canelo is not the only one raising the intensity. Inside the same camp, Jaron Ennis has been seen smashing the heavy bag, pushing speed, pressure, and strength to match what Canelo will need against Crawford. This is not casual sparring. It is full-scale fight preparation. This shows the level Canelo is training at. Working with one of the most avoided fighters in boxing. Quick, explosive, and hard to read, just like Crawford. If anyone can copy that danger in camp, it is Boots. The history between Jaron Ennis and Terence "Bud" Crawford includes missed chances and public tension, which has led many fans to believe Crawford has been avoiding that fight for a long time.
Crawford should take a warm-up fight, at like 60, or like at least at 60, just to get his body, to feeling of somebody a little bit bigger, and things like that. I know when you go up a weight, you gotta, develop that power and not develop the power, but like put that muscle on and be heavy and things like that. So he might not want to take a fight because he's trying to build up right now. But I think he should, just to stay sharp and that way he don't have like a long layoff or anything like that.
Ennis, the unbeaten IBF welterweight champion, has openly talked about wanting to fight Crawford even after Crawford moved up to the 154-pound division. But Crawford has repeatedly brushed the idea aside, saying Ennis had 2 chances to face him and chose other options instead. Ennis fired back by saying Crawford was the one who avoided the fight and even chose to give up his IBF belt rather than step in the ring with him. Promoter Eddie Hearn has said that a fight between the two could still happen if Crawford stays active and continues fighting at 154 pounds. At the same time, he made it clear that Crawford would need a very strong financial offer before he would seriously think about taking that fight. Despite all the obstacles, Ennis keeps going after top-level opponents, determined to cement his place in boxing history. Tension between Jaron Ennis and Terence Crawford has been building for years, with many believing Crawford has avoided Boots ever since the Philly fighter began calling him out. Ennis has openly accused Crawford of dodging him, even claiming Crawford gave up his IBF belt to skip a mandatory defense. That rivalry has now taken a personal turn. In a move that feels more like payback than ordinary sparring, Boots is training with Canelo Alvarez, helping him get ready to hand Crawford his first defeat. Fans are calling it poetic justice. The fighter Crawford wouldn't face is now helping Canelo prepare, potentially doing what Ennis never got the chance to do. It has become more than just a fight, it's a statement. Analyst Rob Acosta, known for his precise fight breakdowns, even said that if Canelo wanted to truly get ready for Crawford, there was only one step to take.
You want to know why, fans? Because of the money. It's all about the money. Come on now. He not gonna make that much money fighting Ortiz or Boots. Come on, man, it's obvious. Who Spence gonna fight besides me that's gonna make,
How about Boots Ennis? We gonna stop talking about boxing and not mentioning Boots Ennis. Jaron Boots Ennis. We gonna say, the brother undefeated, mind you. And a knockout artist in his own right. I'm trying to figure out why Terence Crawford hasn't fought that fight. What we doing here?
He wasn't just praising Ennis for attention. Acosta explained that Boots' brother Pooh had sparred with Canelo years ago, giving their team a first-hand look at the skills and power the Mexican champion brings to the ring.
About the Terence Bud Crawford fight.
I'm tired of answering questions about it. He already said millions of times that he not fighting me or looking my way, so I'm just tired of answering them questions, and if a fight happened, it happened. I wanted it to happen, but if not, yeah.
Terence Crawford, you said that Boots should not accept a belt that was mailed to him. But I heard him practically begging you for the fight to take the belt. So, which is it?
He described Boots' style as a mix of smooth movement, perfect timing, and raw power. Acosta also pointed out that old YouTube clips of their sparring were just for media days, not real behind-the-scenes sessions, meaning Boots still had tricks Canelo hadn't seen. But this wasn't for show. Acosta called it a true strategic move. After weeks of focused sparring and fine-tuning with Jaron Boots Ennis, Canelo's intensity has only increased. As the Crawford fight chatter heats up, Canelo is making it clear there's no distraction. He's unleashing full power in the gym.
The Canelo, do you think? Boots against Crawford is the best fight in boxing. Unbelievable fight. But look, he's got Canelo and, you know, but I just, as a fan, for me, you got two of the best technicians in the sport.
I love the Terence Crawford Boots Ennis fight. You know, I took him to see him and he knows he's boxing. And he knows. But the thing is with Terence also knows, right? Terence thinks he can beat anyone. And he's a pound for pound great. I mean, he's a legend of the sport. But he also knows he's boxing. And he knows how good Boots Ennis is. And he'll fight him, but only for the big bag.
But Canelo didn't stay quiet. He responded by saying Skull stepped into the ring just to stay safe, not to go for the win. And that play-it-safe approach is exactly what ruins big fights. Canelo made it clear he doesn't want Crawford bringing that same energy. He wants a true, hard-fought battle.
The good thing about Boots fighting Canelo is that Boots has his brother Pooh, who sparred Canelo. And what we see on the YouTube clips for that was for a media day. So there's nothing else really, like he's not gonna embarrass the champion. You know what I mean? So he does have that in his arsenal, where it's like, you know, he's been in there with him already, even though it's been years.
Now with his pride at stake and critics getting louder, Canelo is training with a new intensity. No more playing it safe. No more coasting. He's fine-tuning every tool, from his footwork to his power punches, ready to send a message to Terence Crawford. Not just to win, but to silence everyone, even De La Hoya, who claimed he's past his prime.
Maybe, but I tell you what I would love to see. I would love to see Canelo and Boots spar them. That'd be, like, if Canelo was sparring, if Canelo getting ready for Crawford, I think bringing Boots into the camps, however way, you know, I don't want to sound disrespectful for either party, but if he were to spar Boots, I think that would be phenomenal.
But Canelo isn't only focusing on raw power. He knows Crawford is a master of timing, feints, and quick counters. That's why defense has become a key part of his training. Alvarez is now working on head movement, reflexes, and upper body rhythm with precise, intense focus. Jorge Masvidal is known for his toughness, smart fight strategies, and versatile striking. And right alongside him, Canelo Alvarez is fine-tuning every skill for what could be the toughest challenge of his career.
Boom, 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 bang.
As the hype around the super fight builds, Canelo's focus sharpens. No more warm-ups, no easy training. With Terence Crawford officially in his sights, Canelo has flipped the switch. With the fight approaching, he's holding nothing back. His camp is full throttle, all about landing fight-ending power. That is the kind of punch that can end a fight fast. Canelo is loading up with purpose, not just to win on points, but to drop Crawford and make a statement the world will remember. While most fighters take it slow at the start of camp, Canelo is already dialed in, building rhythm, perfecting footwork, and keeping his championship shape razor sharp. With the fight approaching and pressure mounting, Canelo's camp feels less like training and more like a declaration. He's not just chasing greatness, he's hunting legacy. Sparring with Jaron Boots isn't just smart strategy, it's a statement, a warning. Canelo is preparing for Terence Crawford by stepping into the fire early, fine-tuning every skill from timing to power, alongside one of the most avoided fighters in the sport. Whether Crawford comes back with his own high-level preparation or stays quiet, one thing is clear, the heat is on. And this time, it's not Crawford turning up the pressure. So what do you think? Does Canelo sharpening his tools with someone Crawford allegedly dodged give him the edge on fight night, or will Crawford's slick style be too much even for a battle-ready Canelo? Share your thoughts in the comments.